Welcome all. Myself Dr. Dinesh Navle. We are going to be discuss the IUPAC nomenclature, in which IUPAC nomenclature of the alcohol. So before going for the IUPAC nomenclature of the alcohol, let's first see what is the IUPAC. So IUPAC is the International Union of the Pure and Applied Chemistry. So it is the international scientific organization which has decided some of the basic rule for giving the nomenclature to the compounds. So before starting for the IUPAC nomenclature of the alcohol as the basic rule, let's first see what are the different four terminology that all of we should be aware. So that are nothing but the suffix, parent hydrocarbon, it is a locant, and the prefix. Suffix means what is the principal functional group. So in this case it will be the alcohol will be the principal functional group. All of you should be aware that one. Parent hydrocarbon. So parent hydrocarbon, it will be the longest possible carbon chain. Second, third one will be the locant. We have to locate the position of the functional group. That means at what position the alcohol functional group is present. And the prefix means substituent. Which substituents are present on the longest possible continuous carbon chain. So these four important things as the suffix, parent hydrocarbon, locant, and the prefix are the very important terminologies when we are going to be give the IUPAC nomenclature for the alcohol. So IUPAC nomenclature for the alcohol. So some of the rules which has been utilized for giving the IUPAC nomenclature for the alkane are almost same for giving the IUPAC nomenclature for the alcohol. So we are going to be give the generalized IUPAC rule first one. So the first is what? Choose the longest continuous chain of the carbon atom which gives a basic name or the stem. That means we have to choose a continuous longest carbon chain from a possible structure to give the basic name. The second rule is what? Give the lowest number to the functional group. So as in the this case, we have to give the lowest possible number to the functional group and then lowest possible number to the substituent. That means for in the case of the alcohol, so the lowest possible number should be given to the alcohol functional group and then to the substituent. So the third rule is what? For each substituent on the chain, we indicate the position in the chain. So we should know that what is the position of that substituent, and that substituent position has to be indicated by the Arabic number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 or etc. The fourth rule is what? The position of the substituent on the chain is indicated by the lowest number possible. So the number precedes the name of the substituent. That means after giving the lowest possible number to the functional group, a lowest possible number should also be given to the substituent. Then we have to start the nomenclature. So when there are two or more than two substituents are there, that time we have to utilize the di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta, octa, etc. These prefixes should be utilized. So the combined substituents, numbers and names serves as a prefix for the basic hydrocarbons. So we have to combine the prefix and the suffix and then nomenclature to the hydrocarbon will be given. Separate the number from the numbers by the comma. That means two numbers are there, it should be separated by the commas, and the numbers and words should be separated by the hyphen. List the substituent alphabetically by the name. If there are multiple substituents are there and if that substituents are different, we have to name them as per the alphabetical order. And the last one is what? Words are run together. That means there should not be the gap or the space between the words. So these are the basic 10 rules which can be utilized for giving the IUPAC rule, giving the IUPAC nomenclature for any of the compound. So the only difference is what? Which is the functional group. So in alcohol it will be the OH will be the functional group. So now let's see some of the rules for the IUPAC nomenclature for the alcohol. So first one is what? General formula for the alcohol, it is a CN H twice N plus 1 OH, or it is also called the ROH. R will be the any alkane chain. So functional group for the alcohol is the OH. Suffix will be the OL. That means ANE will be there. So that any from the alkane, we have to see that how the nomenclature is going to be changed. That means these are derived by replacing one hydrogen atom from an alkane by the hydroxyl group. So that means E of the alkane will be replaced by OL. So it is going to become as the alkanol. So while giving the nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature for the alcohol, E of the alkane will be replaced by ol. So the nomenclature is going to become as the alkanol. So this is the same thing. E of the alkane will be replaced by OL. So it is going to become as the alkanol. So the rule 1 is what? Find the longest continuous carbon chain to which a hydroxyl group or the OH group is going to be attached. We have to start the numbering to the chain in such a way that the hydroxyl group should become as the lowest possible number while giving the numbering. Name and number the other substituent as per the rule. The name for the corresponding alkane chain, example for a 6 carbon atom, it is a hexane. So if there are the 6 carbon atom chain is there, the basic parent hydrocarbon alkane will be the hexane. So E of the alkane will be replaced by ol. So it is going to become as the hexanol, the IUPAC nomenclature for the alcohol. For a cyclic alcohol, we have to utilize the cyclo word. That means it is a cyclo word should be put up before the name of the alkane. So the first nomenclature that we are going to be see, we have the structure in front of us. We have to start the basic first rule. Select the longest continuous carbon chain and then give the lowest possible number to the functional group, which is in this case will be the alcohol, that is OH. So although there is a methyl is going to be present as a substituent as well as the ethyl, but we have to make sure that alcohol as the functional group should get the lowest possible number. So we are going to be start numbering from the left hand side. So it will become as a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a hexane. So E of the alkane will be replaced by ol. So it is going to become as the hexanol. And the alcohol is the functional group which is going to be present at carbon number 2. So it is going to be as hexane -2 ol. Now two substituents are there. One is methyl, another one is ethyl. But as per as the IUPAC rule, if there are more than two substituents which are different, we have to utilize the alphabetical order. So E come first in alphabetical order, then M of the methyl. So it will become as on 4 ethyl, 5 methyl, hexane -2 ol. So the second compound is there. We have again methyl is at the carbon number 2. If you are going to be start numbering from the right hand side, and OH is also at carbon number 2 if you are going to be start from the left hand side. So as per as the IUPAC rule, we have to choose the longest possible carbon chain in such a way that a lowest possible number should be given to the alcohol as a substituent. So it will be at carbon number 1 from left hand side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So OH will become as the substituent number 2. So it will become as the hexane -2 ol. For alcohol, E of the alkane will be replaced by the OL. And methyl is a substituent which is present at carbon number 5. So it is going to become as the 5 methyl hexane -2 ol. That means E will be replaced by ol. And numbers and words has to be separated by a hyphen, as it is going to be represented into the both example. So now it is the next molecule which we are going to be see that select the longest possible carbon chain. Give the lowest possible number to the substituent. So we are going to be start numbering from left hand side. So it will look as carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon atom is here. So basic parent hydrocarbon is a hexane. So for alcohol nomenclature, E of the alkane will be replaced by ol. So it is going to become as the hexanol. And alcohol is the substituent as the functional group which is present at carbon number 2. So it is a hexane -2 ol will be the IUPAC nomenclature. So second one is odd. We have to select the longest possible carbon chain. So we have to start the numbering from left hand side. So OH will be get the lowest possible number. So it is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane. And E of the alkane will be replaced by ol. while giving the IUPAC nomenclature to the alcohol. So it is going to become as the pentanol, and the position of the alcohol will be the carbon number 2. So it is going to become as the pentan-2-OL. So the next compound is there, in which there are the multiple substituents are there. OH is as the functional group alcohol, and methyl group is also present at the 2 times. So we have to start the numbering in such a way that alcohol or the main functional group should be given as the lowest possible number. So numbering should be start from the left hand side. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At carbon number 2 there is a OH is here, and as well as it is a 5 carbon atom chain, so it is the pentane, and E of the alkane should be replaced by ol, so it is a pentanol, and position of the carbon is the alcohol is number 2, so it is a pentane 2-ol. 2 substituents are there, which is a methyl, which is present 2 times, so we have to mention it as the di, and the position is at carbon number 4, so it is going to become as a 4,4 dimethyl pentane 2-ol. E will be replaced by ol, pentanol. So the next compound which we are going to be see, we have to start the numbering in such a way that a lowest possible number should be given to the main functional group. So it is from the right hand side, carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In ethyl it will be the CH2CH3, so it will be the total 6 carbon atoms are there, so it is a hexane. E will be replaced by ol, so it is a hexanol, and the position of the functional group OH is carbon number 2, so it is a hexane 2-ol, and there is a methyl substituent as well as the another methyl is there, so it is the 2 times methyl, so we have to utilize the suffix as a di, so it will be going to become as the 2,4 dimethyl hexane -2-OL. So for this compound now we have to give the lowest possible number to the alcohol, that is OH. So numbering should be start from right hand side, so it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it is going to become as the pentane, but E of the alkane will be replaced by ol, so it is a pentanol, and the position of the OH is number 2, so it is a pentane-2-OL. There is a methyl substituent at carbon number 2, so it is a 2-methyl pentane-2-OL. Now when alcohol with more than 2 OH groups are there, that means more than 1 OH groups, that is 2 or the 3 OH groups are present in the compound. So polyhydroxy alcohol possesses more than 1 OH group, that means either 2 OH group or the 3 OH group, or they can be more. Alcohol which possesses 2 OH groups are called as the diols, whereas the alcohol with 3 OH groups are called as the triol. So diol and triols are going to be utilized as the suffix also. So compounds with 2 hydroxyl groups are called as the diols or the glycols, and then compounds with the 3 hydroxyl groups are called the triols. So we are going to be start with the nomenclature of the alcohol with more than 1 OH groups are there. Now there are the compounds in which 2 alcohols are there, 2 OHRs there, so we have to give the lowest possible number to the substituent as the OH. So it will be start from the left hand side, carbon number 1, then carbon number 2, carbon number 3, 4, 5, 6, so it is a hexane, and E will be replaced by ol. As there are 2 OHs there, we have to utilize as a diol, and the position of the OH is the carbon number 2 and carbon number 4, so it is going to become as the hexane-2-4 diol. So ANE will be remain as it is, but we have to mention it as a diol. So E will not be replaced by any of the thing. E will be as it is in case of the diol, triol or the tetraol. So the next molecule is there, in which we have to give the lowest possible number to the substituent. So there is a 2 substituent methyl and OH on this carbon. So numbering should be start from the right hand side. It is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentanol. 2 OH is there, so it is a pentane diol. And the position of the OH is carbon number 2 and carbon number 4. So it is a pentane-2,4 diol, and methyl is also substituent at carbon number 2, so it is a 2-methyl pentane-2-4 diol. So when three OH groups are there, we have to utilize the triol as the word. So we have to start the first tool. Select the longest continuous chain. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane. 3 OH is here, so triol. So it is a pentane triol. And the position of the OH is carbon number 2, 2 times. And the carbon number 4. So it is a pentane dash 2, 2, 4 triol. So we have to give the position of each alcohol. In the next case, there is a 2 OHs are there. We have to start the numbering in such a way that lowest possible number to be given to the substituent as well as the functional group. So it will look at the carbon number 1 from the right hand side, then carbon number 2, carbon number 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane all, but there is a 2 OH is here, so it is a pentane diol, and the position is 2 for, so 2 times, so it is a pentane dash 2 diol. Now next compound is there. There is also the 2 OH groups are there. So we have to start the numbering from in such a way that the longest possible carbon atom should be choose, along with a lowest number should be given to the functional group. So we have to start with carbon number 1 from the right hand side. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a hexanol. But there are the 2 OHs here. So it is a hexane diol. And the position as OH is carbon number 2, 2 times. So it is a hexane 2, 2 diol. And the methyl is the substituent which are going to be present at carbon number 4. So it is a 4 methyl hexane 2, 2 diol. Now 3 OH is there as well as the methyl substituent is there. So we have to utilize the numbering in such a way that a lowest possible number should be given to the functional group and the longest continuous chain should be chosen. So we have the carbon number 1 from right hand side, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 because it is a ethyl. So 6 carbon atom, it is a hexane. It is alcohol, so it is a hexanol. 3 OH groups are there, so it is a triol. So it is a hexane 2, 2, 3 triol. We have to give the position of the OH. And there is a methyl substituent at carbon number 4. So it is a 4 methyl hexane dash 2, 2, 3 triol. For giving the nomenclature for the diol and triol, alkane nomenclature will be utilized as it is, that is alkane, and then diol or the triol word should be utilized. So E should be written as it is, whereas one alcohol, E will be written by the all. So next compound is there where 3 OH groups are there. So we have to utilize the triol as the word, and numbering should be in such a way that lowest possible number to come to the alcohol. So it is carbon number 1 from right hand side, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane triol, and the position of the OH is at carbon number 2, 2 times, and carbon number 3. So it is going to become as pentane 2, 2, 3 triol. As two numbers has to be separated by comma, and the number and the word has to be separated by the hyphen. So the all basic rule will be same again while giving the nomenclature for the alcohol also. Again 3 OHs are there, so it is a triol. We have to give the lowest possible number to the substituent. So there are 2 OHs are there at carbon number 3. But if you are going to be considered from left hand side, only one OH is there. So we have to start the numbering from right hand side. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a hexane triol. And the position of the OH is at carbon number 3, 2 times, and carbon number 4. So it is going to be equal as a hexane 3, 3, 4 triol. For cyclic alcohol, we have to utilize the cyclo word. And when OH group is bonded to a ring, the ring is numbered beginning with the OH. That means we have to start numbering from the OH and not from any other substituent. Because the functional group is at called C1, that is 1 is usually omitted from the name. The ring is then numbered in a clockwise or a counterclockwise fashion to give the next substituent the lowest number. So first number, carbon number 1 should be assigned to the OH, and then we have to give the numbering to the ring in such a way that lowest possible number should be given to the next substituent. So for cyclic alcohol, so we have already discussed the rule. OH should be given the carbon number 1, and then next substituent should be given the lowest possible number. So OH will become as the carbon number 1, and we are going to be start as the anti-clockwise direction. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3 will be the methyl, so it is a 3 methyl. 6 carbon atom chain is there, so it is the cyclohexane, so it is a 3 methyl cyclohexane dash 1 dash OL. That one can be omitted also. Now for the next system, we have to give the numbering OH as the 1. So next substituent, which is the 3, which is after the carbon, 3 carbon. So next substituent, which is also the ethyl, which is also the carbon number 3, if you are going to by clockwise or anti-clockwise. So in this case, we have to see which is going to become by the alphabetical order as well as the bulky substituent. So we are going to be start at carbon number 1 at the OH, then clockwise, anti-clockwise direction 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 substituent will be the ethyl, 5 substituent will be the methyl. But as per as the alphabetical order, ethyl come first, then methyl. So it is going to become, and it is a cyclohexane. So it is a 3 ethyl 5 methyl cyclohexane dash 1 dash OL. Now 2 OHs are there. So we have to give the first carbon number 1 will give to any OH, and next will we go to the OH and not to the substituent. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So OH is present at carbon number 1 and 3, and ethyl substituent is present at carbon number 3, and it is a 6-member ring is there. So it is a hexane, and if it is a cyclic, we have to utilize the cyclo. So it is a cyclohexanol, and we have to give the substituent number. So it is a 5 ethyl cyclohexane 1,3 diol. So this is again 6 carbon atom chain is there. So it is a cyclohexane, which is the ring. OH will be given as the number 1. Then we are going to give the next numbering, lowest possible number to the next OH. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3. So OH is present at carbon number 1 and 3. So it is the cyclohexane 1,3 diol. So it is a 5-member ring. So it is a pentanol. And if it is a cyclic, we have to utilize the cyclopentanol. Now the OH should be given is the first number, then next substituent. So OH will be as the number 1, 2, 3. So we are going to be guide it as the anti-clockwise. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3. OH at carbon number 1, methyl will be at carbon number 3. So nomenclature will become as a 3 methyl cyclopentane dash 1 dash OL. So one can be written or one cannot be right during the nomenclature. So it is a 4-member ring is there. So it will be the cyclobutane, and E will be replaced by all. So it is a cyclobutanol. So in case of the cyclic alcohol, E of the alkane will be replaced by all for the 1 OH groups. 3-member ring is there. So nomenclature is going to become as a cyclopropanol. Now the 2 OH is there. So we have to give the OH as the number 1, 2, 3. So it is a cyclopentane 1,3 diol, because the position of the OH will be the carbon number 1 and carbon number 3. So during this video, we have seen the IUPAC nomenclature for the alcohol, for 1 alcohol functional group, 2 alcohol, 3 for alcohol. We have also seen the IUPAC nomenclature for the cyclic alcohol. If you like the content of this video, you can share this video, you can like this video, as well as you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.